Good day, fellow YouTubers. It is Thursday, September 8th. I have been taking it easy. I feel a bit better today, not quite so worn out, but I don't want to take any chances. Sometimes I start to feel better, and then I push myself, I overdo it, and let's just say I end up spending several more days recovering. So taking it easy. I intend to go pick up boys here in a little bit, and we are going to sit down and veg out, hopefully. I really need to get in there and work on my kitchen. My girls have been taking care of it for me, and I went to go warm up my hot chocolate that my husband brought me this morning, and I had to clean out the area in front of the microwave before I could even use it. The microwave itself is filthy, and I put my hand down on something sticky. So, I love my girls. They just don't seem to be doing the chores that have been assigned to them, especially whenever I'm sick. That's huge. And I might get started on laundry today, but the washing machine is covered, and I don't really feel like digging it out. So I will probably make my husband do that whenever he gets home from work, if he feels up to it, because he's been feeling sick too. And I don't like that. I don't like it when we're both feeling icky. I have lots of stuff going on. This week is homecoming week for my girls. Excuse me. The homecoming game is tonight, and Raven will be going with her girlfriend, so that's exciting. And then Saturday we have a orchestra thing up at the school, and that's also the night of the homecoming dance, I think. So I don't think we're going to be doing the dance, but we have that orchestra thing. So anyway, lots of excitement going on. We are on the third week of school now. Gosh, I can't believe that. Ooh, third week. So that's exciting. I don't like these short school weeks. They keep throwing me off. I think today should be Wednesday instead of Thursday, but we're here on Thursday, and it is the 8th, not the 7th, and so, at this point, I'm just kind of trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing today, and how much I think I can handle. I know I can go pick up boys, so I'm going to go do that, so Michael doesn't have to leave work early again. He left work early yesterday, because I couldn't recover after the shower. And I really don't want him to have to do that again for me. So I am going to go pick up boys today, and I may just come home and go back to bed for a little while. Take a nap once the girls get home. I don't know. I really don't know what I'm going to do yet. I've been trying not to nap because I can't sleep at night. And yesterday I didn't take a nap, but it was 2 o'clock before I went to sleep, which is, I grant you, a whole hour and a half earlier than what I've been going to sleep, so that's a positive. Hey, we've made some progress. I don't know, though. I feel so worn out still. Whatever it is that got me down really got me down. And with the fibro, it is so hard to bounce back sometimes. Especially when you've been laid up in bed for a while, because trying to get up and move, it's a lot of work. I don't mind so much, aside from, not working, because I really need to be working. This is driving me nuts. I've been trying to come up with crafts I can sell. Crocheted pieces, things like that, but the problem is my crochet pieces take so long, and I can't sell them for very much because people won't pay that much for them, even if they're handcrafted. So I tend to do the crochet more as a gift thing. I make soaps, but my oldest daughter, Raven, is extremely susceptible to lavender, and that makes it more difficult to make certain soaps in the house. I wish I had a little outbuilding with like a microwave or a stove and some little pots and pans I could take out there to mix my concoctions up in, so I wouldn't be bothering her in the house. Sometimes I go over to my best friend's house to make them because Raven can't deal with it. But my best friend, she and her husband own their own business. We don't get to hang out as much as we would like. Life and family and things like that just kind of get in the way sometimes. We do have girls' night about once every 6 months or so. I think we have one coming up this month. Fingers crossed. So I'm really holding out hope for that. It's really nice to get together with people who you can talk to freely and who understand you. You don't have to act like somebody you're not. And that's huge for me. I never really liked acting like somebody I'm not. Not even in school. I always wanted to fit in. Not be made fun of, not be picked on, not be bullied. And I was all of those things. But at the same time, I had to be true to who I was. And while it was a very difficult experience sometimes, I'm very glad that I maintained that honesty inside, because one, it helped me as an adult grow and cope with things that otherwise might not have been okay for me. But also, it made me more relatable, I guess, to people. I had people who were afraid of me or felt like I was just too sure of myself, because I always knew that I had to be me. I couldn't be anybody else. My daughter is the same way, and she goes through the bullying and everything I did, really. I'm sorry for that. I hate that she has to go through that. I hate that we have problems like this. But it's a part of life. It's something that we've never been able to get rid of or say enough is enough. So it's like that. My son, though, is little Mr. Popular. He's true to himself, too. Reese is, he's just very lovable, I guess. I don't think he's met someone who doesn't like him, or if they do, they don't say it to him. He's very popular. At back to school night, which we weren't there for because we were in Disney World, but I sent Reese's father. That was the meet and greet night, not back to school night. And Reese's dad said that everybody was asking, where is Reese? And wanted to know if they were going to be sitting next to him and things like that. So, he is little Mr. Popular. He astounds me, really. I look at him and I think he is so amazing all the time. I think that of all my kids, really. They're everything that I would hope that they would be. And more, actually. Much more. I don't think that there could be a prouder mother in the world. And that even goes for my oldest, who doesn't live with me. I had him in high school. I was a senior. That was my senior year. I ended up on bed rest for like 2 months, the last 2 months of my pregnancy. And the school worked with me. They sent someone out to give me my assignments. They checked out a laptop to me so I could do my computer stuff. It was interesting. But at that time, I knew that there was no way that I could give that little boy everything that he needed. So I went through Methodist Mission Home, which is what they were called at the time. I don't know what they're called now. And found this nice lady, single mother, single woman. She's a single mother now, who lives down near Houston. And we talked on the phone, and we just hit it right off. And I knew from that point that that was the woman who would take care of my son, and she has. It's not that I don't get to see him or talk to him or stuff. I've pretty much tried to leave him to live his life. I don't want him to feel torn, I guess. And he's such a good kid. He graduates this year. I still can't wrap my head around that. So, anyway, that's kind of where I'm at today. I really hate that I say a lot. That drives me nuts. My public speaking teacher would so, and I just did it again. I'm really not good at this, doing this unrehearsed. I kind of go off the cuff. I kind of talk about things that are going on in my life and how I feel. So, it's not always the most exciting thing in the world. I'm sure you get tired of seeing my purple paint swatch up on the wall. Things that are on my to-do list. It's kind of difficult to talk without all the ums and the especially whenever my fibro starts kicking in, because I will lose my train of thought in the middle of a word, I'm telling you. I have to try to figure out something to eat here in a little bit. I'm not hungry yet. Usually don't eat until 2:30ish. I try not to eat after 3 because then I won't eat dinner, or I will because I'll be starving by that time. It just varies on the day. I have been trying to figure out a plan for everything. I need to start making a list, really. Everything that I need to do around the house now that the kids aren't home all the time. I can't tell you how difficult it is to get anything done with a house full. We live in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. And originally it was just Michael, myself, Asa, and Reese. That's why we do things the Sparks family. Michael and I did not get married until April of last year. He is not Asa and Reese's father, obviously. But he's pretty much their father. He's a wonderful man, and he takes really good care of us, especially me. But then last year, towards Christmas, my ex, Joe, and his 3 kids, Raven, Ivy, and Hunter, were asked to leave where they were living. And I brought them in here, at least until after Christmas. And then it was supposed to be like a couple months. And here we are in September. It's been almost a year now. I love the kids. Wish Joe would go. Can't stand. Sometimes it's just... But, it happens. And those kids, they need a lot. They really do. And there are times that I question if I can give it to them. But I do my best every day. That's all anybody can do. Is our best ever really enough? That's a question for the ages right there. So, anyway, I'm going to sign off. Try to figure out what I'm going to do with my day. I may just sit in bed and watch some more YouTube videos like I have been. Shame on me. I ought to be watching stuff off of the DVR, but I haven't been really into watching my shows off the DVR. One of my favorite all-time shows came to an end on Monday, Rizzoli and Isles. I don't know if anybody out there watched it, but that was a really good show. And they ended Castle, and Bones is ending, and Grimm is in. There's a lot of good shows ending this season, and I don't know. It kind of makes me sad. But at least I got more than one season of them. Firefly, I got one season in a movie, and then I found out a few months ago that they do comic books through Dark Horse, or graphic novels, or whatever. And I really want to start getting into those, but, not working. What you gonna do? So, I can't really complain too much, but still, I hate that those shows are ending. They're all good shows. They're all well written, well acted. Oh, there I go again. So, that's kind of where I'm at today. Got a lot on my watch later list. I go through and I just go, watch later, watch later, watch later. And then I go in and I watch them. I have a lot of documentaries and stuff that I need to get done. And I have Stranger Things on my list in Netflix, but I haven't watched it yet. No spoilers, please. I wasn't going to watch it because it didn't really seem like it was my thing. I mean, I have a very particular type of show that I really enjoy watching, and some shows that I kind of enjoy watching, and some shows that I just tolerate for the sake of other people. But the more I hear about it, the more I've decided that I really do need to try to watch it. Even if I don't finish it, I've got to try. Orange is the New Black. I mean, I watched the whole first season, fell in love with that show, watched the first episode of the second season, said I can't anymore, and haven't watched it since. Not that it's not a good show. That first episode of that second season just pissed me off to the point that I didn't want to watch it anymore. And that's why I haven't. So, anyway, I have that on my list, and I still haven't started watching that. My husband is like, let's watch this on the DVR, and I'm like, let's not. Let's watch Adam the Woo, or this documentary, or the Tim Tracker. So, that's kind of where I like to be. At least at this point. I go through phases. Where I don't want to watch anything but documentaries, or anything but crime shows, or anything but haunted stuff. I'm a huge fan of anything paranormal. I got my first video about aliens whenever I was 5, VHS. I loved that thing. I swear I wore that thing out. So, anything paranormal I enjoy watching. I'm sure I have some Ghost Adventure stuff on the DVR that needs to be watched. I don't have any desire to watch it right now. I do want to get out of the house and maybe drive downtown and take you guys with me for a little bit, show you some of the sights and sounds. I might do that this weekend if I feel up to it. I don't know. It depends on what's going on. I said I was going to sign off like 3 minutes ago, and I'm still talking. So, on that note, I am actually going to say goodbye. You folks have a great Thursday, and maybe tomorrow you'll actually see me out of my bedroom. Fingers crossed. Alright, have a great day. Much love. Bye. On to the next.